God, I gotta get Danny to cut my bangs again. This is ridiculous. Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Justine. A little bit ago, I asked my followers on Instagram for their favorite fictional character ships. Could have been from any media, anyone they are really into. And today, I'm gonna rank them. I just love tier lists. We know this. I've done them. I gotta do a couple every year. And this is what we're starting with today. And I think everyone's gonna be pretty impressed with me because I actually did research. Justine researching before judging something she doesn't know? That's crazy. But I did. I looked into some of these ships that I didn't know or didn't really have that much information on to hopefully help with my judging. I found some interesting things, we'll call them. Let's just get right into my ranking and see where your favorite ship falls. Okay, so I've got my tier all made up already. We have at the very top, best ever. It's red because it wouldn't let me like adjust the colors, but it's actually the good one. So it's confusing, but whatever. The next is pretty good. I feel okay about it. I think it's interesting. Think it's a nice ship. I might read something about it, who knows? Meh is very like, as it is, meh. It's middle of the road. I don't care either way. Don't think it's very exciting, but I also don't think it's awful. It's just there. Doesn't excite me as one below meh because I'm starting to like, ooh, don't like that, don't want it near me, but it doesn't outright horrify me like the very last tier that is horrible. These are trash ships. I don't like them. I don't want to see them. Get rid of them. I will say this is for fun. If I don't like a ship, obviously you have every right to still ship it. That's not what I'm saying here today. So our first one we have up here is Kaname and Zero. I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot who was who. I thought this was the girl and the like vampire hunter. It's been that long since I watched this, and obviously when I Googled it, I was shocked that it was the two guys. Anyways, I don't have any like particular feelings towards this one. I don't think it's like horrific. I was never into it. I definitely was a Yuki, I think Kaname, although doesn't he end up to be her cousin or something? I don't remember, but that's familiar, so maybe not. These guys are fine. I mean, they're kind of enemies. I think they worked together a couple times. I don't know if they ever like bury the hatchet and like improve or get over it. That's my favorite type of ship, is like a bad person getting better and then getting to love, but we'll address that later. So this is gonna be our fifth meh. I don't think it's like the worst thing ever. There are worse ships. I couldn't really care less about it. Next up, we have Natasha Romanoff and Bruce Banner, and this came obviously from the Age of Ultron movie. I don't need to talk about this one for long. It's horrific. I hate this ship. I wish it didn't exist. It was clearly Joss Whedon putting himself in there being like, ooh, look, I could date Natasha Romanoff. It caused her to say she was a monster because she couldn't have children? What? Nothing about it was good. I hate it. It's a horrible ship. I don't want to see it. I really don't want it to exist. All right, we have another Natasha ship next. This time Natasha and Bucky. I do like this one. It is not my favorite Marvel ship, nor my favorite Bucky ship, but I do like it, especially from the comics, obviously less so from the movie. They very rarely interact, although when they do, she's got her thighs around his head, so I mean, what up? I'm into it. I like it a lot. It's not like a peak ship, but it's fun. I'll read about it. I'll search a fic out once in a while. The art that comes out of this, very good. So we're gonna give this a pretty good level. We got a little diversity, one in a different column each time. I'm liking this for us. Our next one, Daichi and Suga from Haikyuu, something I've never watched or even thought about, so I did do some research for this one. When I looked it up, there's lots of group arts and stories, and they were all pretty cute. There's a couple just for them, but it definitely is like you get one, you get all the other ships with it, which is fine. It makes sense. It's like an ensemble sports thing. They're always together, so I don't think it's bad. There's 9,293 fics for this ship, or at least that have them in it. Obviously, like I said, there's a lot with other people in it, and a lot of them are in the G and T range, which makes me happy for them. Yeah, they're cute. I like the way they look. I didn't particularly like care about them as I was doing this research, I have to admit. Like, it didn't make me want to look into them anymore or read anything, but I also didn't hate it, so we're gonna put them at meh. Everything about it was pretty tame, and honestly, that was kind of nice. I was sent Velma and Daphne. I'm into this, as long as we're not being creepy about it, and you know which of you are being creepy. Yeah, I think they're super cute. I love Velma and Daphne. Honestly, I will admit I don't mind Daphne and Fred as well. I think they're a cute couple. It's what the show kind of sets up. But I mean, who doesn't love a nerdy lesbian and a beauty lesbian, right? They're very cute. They're solving mysteries together. I'd read fics about it. I will admit I didn't look into any fan art about it. While there's some nice stuff, as I said, there's some really not nice stuff, but they still get a pretty good in their own containment, and I separate everybody being really gross. Another research couple. This is Toya and Yukito. Sorry if that's not the right pronunciation. They are from Cardcaptor Sakura, which I've never watched. I've heard it gets like weirdly dark, and I don't know if I'm into that. I do absolutely love the look of these two from the images I found. There's a lot of just GIFs and images from the show when you search on Tumblr. Not much else. There was some beautiful, it looks like official arts that were popping up of the two, and I absolutely adored it. I thought it was gorgeous art. Oh my god. They are the second largest ship under Cardcaptor Sakura and AO3, which is pretty cool. There is like no mature fics for them. There's like literally only 19, and most of them are actually pretty chill that are tagged under mature, and they're all pretty standard fics. A lot of them in school, a lot of them, you know, walking home from work. They're pretty cute. They're not like exciting, but I love a bit of slice of life, I'm gonna be honest with you. I will say, as I am talking about the mature to G and T ratio, I don't think it's a bad thing for a ship to have mature, nor do I think it's bad to write or read them. I do think it gives an idea of like, how much do people love the couple doing everyday stuff, and how much do they just kind of want them to bang? And it's also something I take into consideration based on like age. So it's not a bad thing. I read mature fics for sure, but I just thought it was so wild that like this ship has like none. People just aren't into it. They just want to see them doing cute things. And I love that. Now, I will admit, because they are so cute, I was like kind of interested in them. I probably wouldn't watch Cardcaptor Sakura still, but I like the look of them, so I'm gonna give them a pretty good 2. I was into it. It kind of sold me on it. Someone sent me Captain Hook and Mr. Smee, and I didn't believe it was real. I thought there's no way this is a real thing, and I should have known better. There's 11 fics across all media for Hook and Mr. Smee, one of which involves the Muppets movie. And I hate that. If you like search it on Tumblr, it's various just like images, screen caps, or GIFs from the various movies they're in together. I will admit, obviously in Hook they're in love, but I never really like thought much past that to be into it. There's some art, it seems to be a very niche thing. I wonder if it's more of like a joke than anything else, but I hate it. I hate that I had to look this up. I hate that it's in my search history. I hate that there's fics for this. This is a horrible ship. I want it gone. Alrighty, we got another 2 ladies. We got Korra and Asami. I think this is a very cute ship. I think it's very nice. I know that there's some contention about the fact that it didn't really get confirmed until the very end, but a lot of people discussed about how that was really the only way they could get it in. I think they're nice, pretty good. We're gonna give them a solid pretty good. So congrats to the next person who sent me Loki and Tony as a ship. Your ship is on the top 100 of last year from AO3 at number 69, which is hilarious. But good job, you got a popular ship. This is not the most healthy ship. I can acknowledge that. They have really only fought in the MCU. I get that. I like it. I'm sorry. It comes from my OG days. I really like it. I like the snark. I like the sass they'd give each other. I like that they're both geniuses in their own like specific aspects and would like constantly be impressing and like exciting each other with this stuff. I love it. And I also really like a ship where it's like someone who can work and improve and be better either for someone or to be with someone or for themselves and then earn someone. I love that dynamic, okay? I think it's great. And Loki has clearly proven that he can and does do better, okay? So I like it, I get it, it's not 100% an amazing ship, it's a little toxic, but it's also not real, and I just like it, okay? We have Lux and Amity from, I guess, Owl House. Not I guess, it's from Owl House. I have seen the first few episodes of this, I think. I don't know how many, but I've certainly seen some. And Amity was the bully, correct? But as I was researching, it looks like it's recently actually canon, which is cool. So I hope, like the thing that I like, she got a bit of a redemption arc and is being better, and now they're cute together. So that's nice. That's, you know, good for them. I really like the art on Tumblr. It was very cute, very sweet, tame, which is nice because they're children. So I think that's a really good thing. There is 5,339 fics with them as a ship, which is cool. It is heavily G&T, thank you. But there was a lot of M&E stuff that made me very uncomfortable with the fact that these are kids. Yeah, and the E stuff was just... It was some wild stuff considering what this show is. I don't want to get into it. I didn't like it. I didn't like having to look at that. There's also some like wild mashups. People like put everything into this show, which is just hilarious to me. I think it is a meh. I don't know enough about it based on what I saw, the few episodes. I don't like love it. If I watched it more and saw maybe her redemption arc and saw more of Amity, I probably would feel different about it, but I just, it's fine. And maybe seeing some of those fics really put me off too. Who knows? All right, we have Chrome and Robin from Fire Emblem. I don't know, are you Chrome or are you Robin? I can't tell. Or are they both random characters? I don't know. This person specified the female version of Robin because I guess you can choose what Robin is. They have 1,890 fics, again, mostly TNG. There's a lot of group stuff in the E-tag. Like, not that group stuff is bad, you know, we love a threesome, I guess. It's a lot for this specific couple. Is there a reason for that? Whatever. There was lots of cute art on Tumblr. I was impressed by that. But again, a lot of it is hard for me to even decipher. And a lot of it is the boy version of Robin too. This one I'm gonna put as it doesn't excite me. I don't care. I didn't want to read a single fic. The art was cute, but it wasn't like, I'm really excited by this art. It was just fine. It was there. Whatever. One of the first couples I was actually sent when I asked was Mulder and Scully. And congratulations, you also made it on the top 100 list at number 75. Right away, I'm impressed by this ship in that this show's been around for a bajillion years and this couple's been around for a very long time. And people are still so into it to, you know, get it to 75 on the top 100 of like all ships. That's crazy. And they seem pretty cool. Seems like there's a lot of snark, which you guys know I'm into. Love a good snarky couple. Tumblr is a lot of just their regular screen caps or GIFs from interactions on the show. They seem not garbage to each other, which is, it is nice. I will give them points for that. There's loads of different types of art styles and pieces. There's even a crossover with Invader Zim art piece, which I gotta say, chef's kiss, that was hilarious to find. They got 11,182 fics with like a real range across all of the ratings. It does seem like a bit of a wholesome ship with some very nice stories. There were some, you know, explicit ones with some darker material, but certainly not as dark as I've seen for other ships at all. Like, it was pretty tame, all things considered. And honestly, reading some of the descriptions, I would probably read some of these fics. They seem interesting to me. So we are going to give them a best ever tier. They're not my favorite ship, but the fact that like I would read some of their stories and the fact that they've just stood the test of time like this, impressive. We have Rose and 10, which made it to number 77 on the top 100 list. I love Rose and 10. I think they're so cute. I think they're some amazing Doctor Who episodes. I do love 9 as well, don't get me wrong, but David Tennant as 10, it was just something special that I loved, and I love the chemistry with him and Rose, and I like that there was a lot of fallout afterwards, obviously, when he had to let go of Rose. It hurt. And a lot of the fics are painful because of that, I gotta be honest with you, but they are a top tier, best ever ship. Just something magical. Steve and Bucky, I think to no one's surprise, hopefully made it to number 4 on the top 100 list, which is pretty impressive. I feel like they are so high because people are doing a lot of fix-it fics for what happened in Endgame still, and because people just love them. They're amazing. I don't think I have to get into this one. You guys know that's a best ever fic. Oh my god, they're in love. You can't convince me otherwise. Ugh. Love it. Alrighty, our very last ship for today, we have Hiccup and Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon. They are a canon couple, good for them, and they're pretty cute, don't get me wrong. I like the How to Train Your Dragon series. I think they're a very, very cute, supportive, healthy couple. I just don't particularly care about them. Does that mean to say, like, when I watch the movie, I'm like, oh, that's nice, but I'd never, like, seek out art or seek out fics or really be super into it. So I'm gonna have to put them in the doesn't excite me. They're just not like a fun couple. They're there, they're steady, they're healthy. I just don't care. There is our tier. Let me know where your favorite ship ended up. Are you offended by the ones I put in horrible? Do you agree? Come on, they're pretty bad. I had a lot of fun doing this. I think this was a good tier list to make. I liked researching the ones I didn't know, and I liked checking the top 100 lists. I truly thought that was hilarious to see some of the names on there. We didn't even hit the number 1. Nobody sent me the number 1. I'd like to do this again. If you're into it, please leave a comment with a ship you really like or your favorite ship, or you could even leave me a ship you don't like to see me judge it, and I could make a part 2 if y'all are into it, I guess. Or even if not, you know, I'd make it anyway. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Bye!